Hey everybody, welcome to Act 3. As always, we are absolutely happy that you are here and we're glad that you tuned in to Act 3 today. On today's episode, we've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot to show you and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. At least I hope so. We're going to start off, part of the show right off the get-go is to talk about how Indigenous-led wellness can really be inspiring and helpful in your everyday life, as well as we're going to talk to our good friend Dan about truth, art, and reconciliation. And then after that, there's a little of this and a little of that, and my favorite topic of all, fashion. So grab yourself a beverage, make sure you're nice and comfortable, get ready. It's time for Act 3.
I'm sitting on the edge of love and happiness. Never experienced such a moment as this. So if you got that good feeling in your body and you wanna bring this moment to life, come with me, we'll hit the town. Let's go right now and live the life.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jeremy and I'm really fortunate to be joined by two titans of the community today. I've got Ann Taylor and Esther Charlie in the house and they're here to talk to me about Phoenix Consulting and some really exciting things they have coming up. Welcome ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I want to start off strong and point out that I heard a rumor that one of you has recently won an award in the community.
Yes, that's very true, but I'll be the one to speak to that because Esther is very humble. But she won February 8th, actually, this year. She won the WIN Award, which is the Women of Influence, Nanaimo Awards for Health and Wellness. And I think there was over 100 nominations for all the categories, but in her category, it was over 10 people. And yeah, they obviously know how to pick the good people.
Ann, you're pretty humble yourself. As the previous executive director of Haven House, you've certainly made a lot of strong contributions to the community as well. But we're not here to rest on our laurels today. We're here to hear about the exciting new thing that you guys are doing. Can you tell me about Phoenix Consulting?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm very grateful and honored to be here and want to acknowledge the territory that we're on, the Nanaimo territory. Come here in a good way. My traditional name is Chweenik. I come from the Inuktitut Nation. And I feel so blessed and just give thanks to all the people that are in this room and to Kathy for inviting us here. In 2013, I started Phoenix Consulting Indigenous Health and Wellness. And it came after I realized that I didn't want to work in mainstream and wanted to offer different programs and workshops to community. Things happened. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with breast cancer the same year, so I had to put that on hold. And then by the time I got through all my treatments, I needed to go back to work. So got to full-time and been blessed. And that's actually how I met Ann, was through the Indigenous Informed Sexual Assault Response Program with Nanaimo Family Life. Big work. I'd like to say that I don't want to take on the big stuff, but it's really important. And I think that's a big part of what Phoenix is about, is honoring Indigenous values and teachings, but also wanting to bring the two worlds together. And I'm very grateful for Ann coming out of retirement, I'll say, and choosing to walk with me. And what an awesome partnership and co-creating what we've come up with so far, and it's just expanding and growing each day.
Mm-hmm. We spoke a little bit before you came on, and I think the whole community is going to be excited to hear what you're cooking up. Do you want to tell me more about what you have planned for the coming months?
Go ahead.
Well, kind of what we're cooking up. And I just want to say, you know, both of us, I did come out of retirement because I just turned 65. And I have a deep commitment and always have to upholding the Indigenous wisdom that has been shared with me throughout my life. I've been very, very fortunate in my work, but also just to be able to be connected with Indigenous people always allowed me to have an experience of myself that I didn't quite experience in white-dominated culture. So when Esther came to me about what she was thinking about doing, well, actually, we were friends. So, you know, she was talking about wellness. And, you know, once you reach 65, you definitely are thinking about wellness in a whole different way. And so as she talked, it became really clear that I want to be part of this. And so we developed what we call now the Wellness Series. And it's a series of workshops that starts with the Seeds of Wellness, which is literally what it sounds like. It's planting seeds and people deciding for themselves what the seeds are they want to water and take care of and bring into their lives. And then there's the foundational wellness and then intentional wellness. So what we're focused on right now is just letting people know that we're here. The Phoenix has risen again. And we're really excited to let people know what we're offering because it's something very different, I think.
We're going to put some information on the bottom of the screen right now about how you can take part in the next workshop that you have coming up. But Esther, I think that you had something for us before we wrap up.
Yes, I think as one of the things that I just want to share that as a 60 Scoop survivor, I've had to gather the traditional teachings that work for me, and because I wasn't raised traditionally. And one of the things that are important to us is that we always give gratitude and express that by offering a small gift. And one of the things that we do is in our workshops is talk about the 5 senses, but also there's a little bit of sage in there too. So I offer that to you in a good way. And thank you for having us here today.
Accepted in a good way. Thanks for honoring us, Esther and Anne.
Thank you.
We're going to join Elspeth for a familiar face. Over to you, Elspeth.
Thanks so much, Jeremy, for a fantastic segment. And I am so excited because I'm here with our very own Teresa, who is not only a wonderful and exciting person, but one of my mentors here on the show. So I'm really excited to be here with you today, Teresa.
Thanks so much. I love having you interview me.
Well, I love interviewing you, so this is going to be a treat. And it's a treat because we're talking about something super important.
We are. I am hosting a seniors health and wellness fair.
That is exciting,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
super important. So tell us, what is a Seniors Health and Wellness Fair?
Well, the fair is for seniors to come out and find out about products and services for seniors,
Oh, that's so
all
good.
under one roof, right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's something that's so important in this day and age. So many of our seniors don't know what's going on in the community and really need that connection.
They really don't. And the COVID years really did a number on a lot of different people, but especially seniors, this isolation and loneliness. And it's time to come out and explore life and find out about what's going on. There's so many activities for seniors and volunteer opportunities, and there's so many products and services that people don't know about. And you want to discover them. Come and discover.
That's super exciting. And I think you're right. You know, there's so many, and we talk about them sometimes here on the show, but there's so much more in the community that's available for people, and particularly for seniors. And we so want our seniors to be able to connect. So if I were a senior and I were going to go to the fair,
You
and
can come.
I would love to come. I will come. Okay. And we'll tell you when it is in a moment. But if I were going to come to the fair, what would I find? What are people going to see when they get there?
Well, we do have over 60 exhibitors. And
60?
Over 60. And there's
Wow.
all kinds. And there's product and services. There's nonprofits. There's government services that they can find out about. The CRA. Canada Revenue
CRA.
Agency, yeah, they're going to be there. They have an outreach, and they're going to be there talking to people about seniors' benefits. And there
How
are
useful.
Yeah, and there are a lot of seniors that don't know about the benefits that they're entitled to. So they can go and talk to people from the CRA outreach, but there's also a presentation. So we're doing
good.
4 presentations that it's all free to attend. And one of the presentations is on CRA and the fact that doing your taxes has benefits.
That's fantastic.
And in past years, when people have gone to this seminar, they come out of the seminar saying, I didn't know this, I didn't know this, I found things out, I'm going to save money this year on my taxes. So it's really good to learn about them. Another session that we have is on grief and loss.
Oh, how important.
Yeah, it is. And it's not only our own grief and loss, it's sometimes helping family members and friends through their loss. And I think we've all had loss in the last few years. And it's not only losing someone to death, it could be other things that you've lost. And another one is on healthy nutrition.
Fantastic. Now
Yeah.
that's a topic that's really important. I think we
It
forget.
is.
Sometimes we think about nutrition for young people and we forget that as we age, we have different nutritional requirements and we have to pay attention to it.
We absolutely do. So Island Health is coming to do a presentation
great.
on nutrition and aging. And then we have another presentation that's really exciting, and it's to combat isolation and loneliness.
Oh, good.
And it is introducing seniors activities and volunteer opportunities. So we're going to talk about the health benefits of volunteering and being active in the community. And then there's presentations from different organizations that you can get involved with at little and mostly at no cost.
That's fantastic, Teresa.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic day.
going to
Now, we
be.
want to make sure that everyone knows
for sure.
where and when it is.
Yeah, it's Thursday, October 24th.
Okay, it's
from
Thursday, October 24th. Okay.
From 3 till 10. No, from 10 till
From
3.
10 till 3.
It's 10
I threw
a.m.
you off.
to 3 p.m. And it's at Bevan Park Social Center
Nice.
in Nanaimo. Free to attend. We have got door prizes. So everyone who comes is eligible for door prizes. Our exhibitors are very generous and have donated amazing health and wellness products and services.
That's so good. And your sponsors. You wanted to
we
mention those as we close.
we have community partners, and we can't do this without community partners. Nanaimo Lifeline did printing for us, so everyone gets a day program. Motion has a grand door prize that they're giving us. Nanaimo Bulletin, Nanaimo Magazine, Wellness News, Seniors 101.ca, the Nanaimo Chamber, they're all providing discounted advertising and promotions to us because we want to get the word out to as many seniors as we can. And I just want to mention Medicine Shop is coming to do a flu shot clinic.
Fantastic.
And it's always a big hit at the seniors fair. So we encourage people to come out. Easy parking at Bevan. There's a cash concession. Come for the
Sounds
day.
wonderful.
Come for the day. And I just want to make sure that people don't only think it's for seniors. It's really for anyone because it's healthy aging. Everyone is aging. Healthy aging is so important. And if you've got senior parents, come out and find out.
Sounds fantastic. It's going to be a wonderful day, and we
It
hope
is.
lots of our viewers will go, and I think they will. I would love to go myself.
Oh, please. I'd love to see you there.
Fantastic. Over to you, Kevin.
Thank you very much, Elspeth. Much like yourself, I am here with a familiar face, an artist, an author, a fellow volunteer. Dan Elliott, thanks very much for joining us.
Hi, Sam. Thank you.
Dan, you and I have sat, we've chatted, we've talked about your own personal artwork, a book that came from that, art shows, documentaries, your own personal journey. The book itself has been out for 10 months, Truth, Art, and Reconciliation. How are things after this 10-month period of being published out there?
Well, it's just kind of like this slow-moving machine, and I have sales every month, and a lot of things have spawned out from this endeavor. And for me, I've been an artist since I was 13, and when I was asked to write this, I'm like, no, I'm a painter. I'm not a writer. So we told in story form, and I spent part of a summer working on this, and it was a challenge, but amazing. And so part of what I see happening with the book is that it's a very interesting avenue for people to understand reconciliation at a different level.
Absolutely. I can even speak to that personally. Having had an opportunity to read it when it first came out, that in a very small way sums up my own personal experience with it. You've had, from when we've talked about it, you've had good feedback, people within your own circle, but people well beyond that as well. You're hearing some really positive things from people.
Yeah, I had some great reviews on Amazon where the book is now, and some of them I was just shocked. I had to look up one of the words. So it's like, "Oh, your work is seminal." I'm thinking, what is that? So I had to Google seminal. I was like, "Ooh, that's a very important word." But it was a beautiful review, and it just gave me a very beautiful feeling around making the next steps in my life and what I'm doing around that. So it feels like a really positive step to have feedback come back to you in a good way.
Absolutely. And I understand you were telling me about an opportunity to visit a local high school, and you were sharing this with a number of high schoolers through the various presentations, and got kind of an equal response from that demographic of people.
Yeah, like we showed the documentary to, they had to split the groups up into two for the gym. And that was amazing. And they didn't want he says, "You guys can't clap. This is very, it's sacred." And I was like, okay, that was the vice principal. And so I thought, okay, the kids want to maybe do something. So I said, okay, I'll teach you guys to go like this. It means, "Hi, Chika, thank you." So I taught all the kids to do this. "Thank you, honored ones." And so at the end of the documentary, all the kids were doing this. So it was really cool.
That's fantastic.
But we broke the book down into some of the pictures, and so we allowed some of the classes to view the artwork, because it's all around reconciliation, and they got to write what they thought they see in these paintings. And it was profound. There were some young girls from, I think they were from Afghanistan, that had come from a war-ravaged country, and they recognized and they spoke to some of their own personal feelings about what they saw in the work and what has happened in our country, and it was amazing. So some of the kids were very excited to connect. So I would come back in the class, and then, "This is why I painted this painting." And so there was like, okay. So we had some great dialogue, great conversation. So I did some English 9 and 10 and 11 classes, and some art classes. It was amazing.
That is, and I understand now, like, here we are, you've been going through this for about a year now, again, after the book was published. But you are moving into other areas. There's kind of some extensions of this. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I belong to a group, well, it's been 3 years now, called Culturally Committed, and it was around professionals needing to have a place to ask questions safely, because some people just like, well, I don't know if I want to say that. They might take offense to it, or so we create this safety in these Zoom meetings that absolutely flourished. I had one fella that he was a tech guy. He says, "I've read all my life. I studied things. I know the history." And we did a group. It was a 2-hour Zoom, and he said, and he's crying. And he said, "I know this information, but today I feel it." Oh, wow. And I think that's what needs to kind of happen in our society, is that people know the information, but they need to feel it in order to make the changes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I even remember you and I talking about the day when we commemorate, if you will, Truth and Reconciliation. You talked about wanting it to be more than just a long weekend or a holiday. Let's connect with what the meaning of that is.
I know, it's like Indigenous people recognize that it's not a day a year or a couple of days around that. I have I think 7 or 8 orange shirts. I wear them all year round because our work is all the time.
Absolutely.
And people can take a holiday from that, but Indigenous people can't take a holiday from that.
Absolutely. If people are looking to learn more about some of the next steps for you, Raven Sky Productions, is that where they can go to find information about what's coming down and how you're going to kind of relay some further endeavors?
Yeah, I know. We got excited. A friend of mine, we shot this documentary that is on YouTube, and we're working on a really important production, and it's to do with steering people away from addictions before they hit the skids and before they go into the traps of full-blown addiction. So it's there's elders, there's fighting, there's dancing, there's cultural stuff, and it's going to be chaos transforming into a new status quo. It's based on a satire piece. Yeah,
it sounds like a fascinating piece. I look forward to it, as I'm sure our viewers do. But again, the extension of that, thank you once again, Dan, for sharing this with us and kind of what's coming up as a result of it. So thank you once again.
Thanks so much, yes.
All right, so thank you once again to Dan. We're going to send it over to you, Kathy. Kathy has an exciting bunch for us.
Hey everybody, I hope you've been having a great time so far. I know we've had a good time putting the show on for you, so we do hope that you're enjoying it. I am now with Jona and Kristinsson, and we're going to talk everything about fashion. It's the time of year, Jona.
It is.
Oh my gosh. You have one of the coolest shops in town.
I'd like to think so.
I know so. It's
Yes.
fabulous.
Thank you.
And it's called CurVa-Voom.
CurVa-Voom, yes.
Why CurVa-Voom?
CurVa-Voom because we started out all plus size, and then during COVID, I lost my shirt downtown. Due to the warming center, women didn't feel safe coming down anymore. So I lost my shirt, and as I was all plus size, I realized as I was trying to rebuild the business that half of my friends were smaller girls. So I decided to go fully inclusive.
Which, I'll be honest with you, I love the fully inclusive idea.
Yes.
To be honest with you, myself, inside, I feel just like a skinny girl. I wake up and I always feel fabulous. I am blessed that I've been given this body that really has been good to me, even in some of the worst times ever. And so I don't really have that issue with body shame unless I'm standing naked, which I don't encourage anybody to do at our age. At the end of the day, though, what I notice is that what it says inside those tags is not reflective at all of who I am or what my body clothing says. And I know that you are so body affirmative. Like, let's talk a little bit about what those sizes mean.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
So, if you would, let's say the size extra large. First of all, the average size of a woman nowadays is between a 16 and an 18, and in my books, that is plus size.
Yeah.
Oh, not to mention that curves come in all sizes, shapes, and forms. But however, if you would take, say, 10 extra large pieces of clothing and line them up together, you would find out that they fit from a small all the way up into the plus sizes, and sometimes up to a 3 to 4 X, even though so they say an extra large. It all depends on where they're coming from, what they're made out of. And I fully blame the fashion industry for messing with women's brains.
They do. They mess with women's brains, and they make us feel like we have to be something different than really who we are, which is fantabulicious in every way.
Absolutely.
So let's talk fantabulicious by maybe seeing some of the really cool women that you have modeling some stuff for us today. I can't wait to see our first model.
Let's get Jen in.
Hi, Jen. Welcome. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at those boots.
I know, those boots are absolutely.
They are so beautiful.
She is wearing like these authentic leather, real leather pants. Flare pants.
Leather. I love that jacket.
The jacket is absolutely stunning.
Oh my gosh, she looks so gorgeous. And you know, so many women could wear that kind of a jacket because the jacket is long and therefore it gives that beautiful, slender kind of.
And you know, a jacket like that is like a statement. You can wear it fancy, you can wear it out, you can wear it with a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
You know, you could throw it over a t-shirt, you know.
Who do we have now?
we have the beautiful Chris.
Hi, Chris. Hello. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. She's wearing this city chic and it's these fantastic boots.
Another thing about those boots, like how terrific is that? And what I noticed is this color is very big this year for fall.
Absolutely.
Like really
Army
fantastic.
Army green, absolutely.
And the jewelry as well. Like as you know, I'm a jewelry person. I love accessories.
Yeah.
I think you can do a lot with a good accessory. A good bag,
Yeah.
a good ring, a good
Yeah.
pair of boots, and a fabulous dress.
The other thing is I'm all about reusing your clothes and using them all season.
Of course.
So for example, this dress here, you could throw a long cardigan over it and have it in the winter, big scarf, the boots. And then in the summer, you put on like little runners, low tops, or flip-flops or whatever, and a jean vest or whatever, like, multi-using your clothes, right?
Fantastic. That looks marvelous. Thank you so much. Who do we have next?
Oh, we have my girl, Vicky.
Vicky, look at you.
So this girl here is
Holy mama.
This girl's very special. She helped me rebuild my store, and I owe her my life. And I just want to say that this woman is 73 years old.
Now you're a hottie, baby.
And
I'm just saying.
And she's got some good genes, though.
She's got some good
She's
jeans.
got great jeans.
More ways than one, she's got some good jeans.
And the other thing is, like, you don't have when you are more mature, a lot of women feel that, oh, you have to dress a certain way. No, dress the way that you want, that makes you feel good. I don't care about your age.
Well, and also I think there's something to be said when you put it on and you say to yourself, that's mine. I know that's mine. Now that I know would be mine if I look like you, you fabulous girl. Aren't you fantastic? Tell us a little bit about this jumpsuit.
That is Crystal, and she is wearing this all amazing Calvin Klein jumpsuit that is stretchy, comfortable. It feels like workout wear, but
And
it's
it
just
looks like $1 million.
I know, and to have a body like that, huh?
Before our last model comes out, I just want to say something because you touched a little bit earlier about something that I think is really important, and it's the recycling of clothing.
Yes.
Not just for the seasons, but also, if you are putting it into consignment or you're going to a secondhand store to shop and to find wonderful things, the life that's left in these clothes is often pretty fantastic. In some cases, I know I myself have given away things I've never ever worn simply because when I bought it, I had a different idea.
I just feel that they don't make clothes nowadays like they used to.
Yeah.
So the quality has gone down so drastically, and not to mention that the fashion industry is the second biggest polluter in the world.
Second, they're not going to pollute when you're wearing sequins. The next one coming down is the pièce de résistance. As far as I'm concerned, look at this gown. I mean, showstopper or what? It is stunning.
Yes, it is very stunning. And I just sort of wanted to show that at CurVa-Voom we have all genres. We have something for everybody. And one of the greatest things that I love so much is that mums and daughters and grandmothers are coming in together, going into the same change rooms, all trying on clothes together, and have never done that before because they haven't been to a store where everybody can shop together and try on clothes, And that's been one of my favorite things about my store is that
People
fact.
coming together to try on clothes, to do great
Absolutely.
things.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show today. I am
Absolutely.
so grateful.
My
I
pleasure,
really,
Kathy.
really am.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And thanks to your models, to all 5 of the beautiful women that came in those outfits. Those outfits you can get from her shop, CurVa-Voom. Go check it out. There'll be a little thing at the bottom of the screen here to tell you what to do, and how to get there. And now I'm lost for words because now I have to sort of say goodbye to everybody for the day. And, every single time you guys tune in to Act 3, we are so honored and we are so delighted. What we know for sure is that when we all come together in community and learn something new like we did today, we have an opportunity to be a better community, one moment at a time. And so I raise my hands to all of our watchers, all of our listeners, all of our guests, all of our models, all of our volunteers, which are amazing, and the entire team at Rogers. We couldn't do this without you, though, our audience. So thanks for tuning in to Act 3. We'll see you next time. Have a great month.